Good morning to my dear students. Welcome to KK Reddy High School online classes. I am Anita Madam. I teach you social subject. Okay students, I hope that you all are fine and also happy. In our previous class, we have discussed on second lesson rains and rivers, part B. Okay, in this class also I am going to teach part B, remaining lesson. How people challenge and how people facing the problems of cyclones and floods and also disasters. Okay students, let us start. Okay, everyone open your textbook and also term book and notebook. While teaching time, everyone should underline new words and also difficult words. Okay na students, I hope that all are following what I give instructions. Yes. See, open your textbook, page number 18. Facing the challenge in cyclones and floods. India has a long coastline and it is frequently faced with destructive cyclones from the Bay of Bengal. When heavy winds blow from the sea, heavy rains lash the lands and high waves make the sea very unsafe. These usually occur between June and December. The worst cyclone hit the east coast in November 1977 when 6-meter high tidal waves swept across villages in coastal area, killing 9,941 people. At least 100 villages were washed away by the cyclonic storms and the ensuing floods. Seen from air, it seems like a sheet of water drawn over the affected areas floating in the swirling waters. Yes, we know that India has a long coastline both sides, eastern coastline and also western coastline. Yes, see this coastline, east coastline is a very long coastline. Yes, but it is very destructive cyclones from the destructive cyclones from the Bay of Bengal. See, long coastline from where to where? From Tamil Nadu to Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and also West Bengal. See, those who are living people along with this coastal area, they face lot of problems. They faced a lot of problems by these cyclones from the Bay of Bengal. See, heavy winds, heavy rainfalls and cyclones lash their lands, smashed out their lands and also their livelihood. The high waves make the sea very unsafe, not safe. So actually, always in every year, usually from June to December, they get like this cyclones affected. See, one of the worst cyclone hit the east coast line in 1977 year. Which year? 1977 year, November month. East coast cyclone. So, nearly 6 meters height tidal waves swept across total villages nearby coastal area and 9,941 people died. In this cyclone Tufan, in this cyclone's time, 9,941 people died and also 100 villages were washed away. 100 villages were washed away. See, these cyclonic storms and the ensuing floods seen from air. Yes, it is very dangerous cyclonic storms. In which year they got? Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, 1977 November month, East Coast cyclonic effect. So, in this cyclonic effect, how many people were died? 9,941 people and 100 villages smashed away. Yes, they lost their livelihood. Formation of cyclones may seem natural over which human beings have no control. However, the impact of these disasters are heightened or lessened due to how our society is organized and prepared. For example, if you see who lives in the most vulnerable part of the land which is most affected by cyclones, you will find that it is people who live there with least resources to defend themselves. The sea coast are lined with the huts of poor fisher folk and the lowlands of the towns and villages, which get flooded, are usually inhabited by the slums of the poor. The people who live in high cement concrete buildings are able to store food, water, etc. For many days, thus we can see that disasters affect the poorest the most. Okay, friends, actually cyclones and floods, especially cyclones are natural disasters. Cyclones are natural disasters. So, human being, it is not possible to control. We cannot control. So, however, the impact of these disasters compulsory. Cyclone affected people may lose their livelihood and their lives. Some members they die, and also they lost their properties, everything. Whatever it may be, it is very dangerous situation. So, especially in coastal area people, those who are living fishing, poor people, fisher families people, and also poor people, those who are living like fisher folk people, and also some of the basket making people, and anyway poorest people, they live like this coastal area, compulsory they affected by these cyclones. And also those who are living in down slope areas, nearby this sea areas, down slope areas and villages people also, they get affected. And only those who are living height places, cement concrete buildings, they get they able to store food, water, etc. and for many days, and they won't get any problem. And only poorest they get more problems, many days, longer days. Even though drinking water, for drinking water also they get lot of problem when they affected by these cyclones. Usually, immediately after the flood waters recede, all sources of water are polluted and become unsafe for drinking. But the poor and forced to use the polluted water and face the risk of several diseases like cholera, dysentery, jaundice, etc. Only those with resources are able to arrange for safe bottled water to drink. Since roads are damaged and it rains heavily, bringing in relief to the worst affected areas is not easy. Here, people are forced to rely on their own resources to save themselves. While the immediate damage of the cyclones is also heavy, like loss of lives, crops, houses, property, etc. More importantly, they also cause long-term damages. Long-term damages. Yes, after this cyclonic effect, compulsory all sources of water polluted. unsafe for drinking water. This polluted water, if they drink, they take risk, compulsory they get some type of diseases like cholera and jaundice, etc. Only those who are living concrete buildings in height areas, they get bottled water, safe water, bottled water. They may save, yes. Also, after this cyclonic effect, roads compulsory, damaged roads, and heavy rains time, which are losing their buildings and their fields and their properties, resources, everything. It will take more time to recoverment. So anyway, for example, the life savings of most of the poor stored in the houses in the form of food, tools, cattle, small shops, vehicles, boats, nets, etc. are destroyed. To go back to their work, they need to buy all these again. Many families may lose their working members. Daily wage workers face loss of work for several weeks. Till normalcy returns, therefore loss of livelihood. Farmers do not only face loss of crops but also permanent damage to their lands also. Yes, farmers do not only face loss of crops. Yes, farmers lost their crops. Okay, but permanent damage on the lands also. Yes, permanent soils, good soils compulsory. Land fields may loss. It goes with flood water. Yes, after that, when it recovers this land, when they get good soils, nutrient soils, it will take more time. Okay students, now how can people meet the challenge of disasters like cyclones and floods? Once again see the paragraph, how can people meet the challenge of disasters like cyclones and also floods? This can be done through long-term planning by governments and close cooperations between the people and the government agencies. Today, with the installation of early warning system by the government, it is possible to predict the possibilities of natural disasters like cyclones and floods. Governments thus put these systems in place and inform people about the possibility of disasters. Governments are also responsible for providing long-term security to all the people by building strong roads, buildings and also strong roads which are not easily destroyed, safe pakka houses for those living in vulnerable areas like sea coast or along the rivers or in low lands. Food, water and medical emergency teams should be kept ready whenever there is a forecast of cyclones. See, here is a picture, cyclone in the Bay of Bengal. Yes, how can people meet the challenge of disasters like cyclones and floods? It means, see, long-term planning by government have to take total plans how to cooperate the people who are affecting by cyclones and also floods. Only in this way government have found to some agencies. Through these agencies, early warnings, it means precautions. Those who are affecting by these cyclones and also floods, before only they have to, this through agencies, before only they have to give precautions. And also, actually these are natural disasters, we cannot control anyway. So what government plan to do? Compulsory, almost all people, those who are living lowlands and also coastal areas people, they have to build strong roads and also strong houses, pakka houses like concrete houses, and water facilities, medical emergency teams should be kept ready whenever there is a forecast of cyclone. Then automatically people won't get these many problems. Yes, see, how can the people prepare for disasters? How can the people prepare for disasters? Cyclones and floods are a seasonal phenomenon. Yes, cyclones and floods are a seasonal phenomenon. Everyone during the cyclone listen to the radio or TV weather reports. In case of a cyclone flood warning, ensure that everyone is alerted. Yes, this is usually done through loudspeakers or by going from door to door. Yes, in our villages also, almost all, even though rural areas people, they are using mobiles and also TVs, radio, everything. Compulsory, what is going in the world, everything we get information within seconds of time. So like these situations, in cyclones and floods situation, compulsory some agencies, for example, if they are in villages, means gram panchayat level, they have to give alertation by loudspeakers. Usually they have to come to a village, door by door, door to door, they have to give suggestions through loudspeakers. And also keep an emergency kit ready at home. Yes, in our homes we have to keep one emergency kit. In that what we have to take, these kits should contain important papers like documents, some food and some money, and also emergency telephone numbers. Why? Because if we want any emergency telephone number, if we keep at home, we get lot of problems. So important phone numbers compulsory, emergency calls compulsory, we have to take phone numbers on one paper and we keep with us in that emergency kit. Next, the nearest available place where refuge could be sought in case of cyclone should be identified in advance. Yes. Next, wherever necessary, that walls of the house, roofing doors and also windows should be strengthened. When you get, fifth one, when you get a cyclone warning, store adequate drinking water and food grains, waterproof bags also. Yes. Sixth one, do not venture outside, especially into the sea during the after the warning has been sounded. Yes, especially do not venture outside. Why? Because when we get that sound, warning sounds, automatically we have to take ourselves. These are all precautions we have to follow. Seventh one, close doors and windows and stay indoors. Yes, those who have pakka houses, concrete houses in higher elevation, automatically they have to close doors and windows and they have to stay at home. Eighth one, move to a pakka building if you feel your house is not strong enough. Yes, for example, if our house is not pakka, it may damage by affecting these cyclones and floods. Immediately we have to leave the house and we go to pakka houses, pakka buildings. Ninth one, if the cyclone strikes while you are in a vehicle, stop but keep away from the sea, seashore, trees, electric poles and other objects that may be uprooted during the gale. Yes, we see in news channels, when this floods and also cyclones, automatically some trees, big trees, automatically it uprooted, and also electric poles damages. Yes, falls down. Like these situations we get. So automatically we get problems. So these all we have to observe when people are in the vehicle and bike, stop that vehicles and keep aside and take care. Next, 10th one. Otherwise you go to safe place. 10th, if the cyclone wind suddenly drops, do not go out, as it could be the eye of the cyclone. Wait till the all clear declaration is made officially. Yes, if the cyclone wind suddenly drops, immediately we do not go out, because outside it is good or not, if any damages and electric poles, otherwise it may come back that cyclones. These are all everything we have to get information. When we listen radio and TV updates, then we have to move. Listen to radio, TV for updates on the situation. Yes. 12th one, even after all clear has been sounded, take necessary precautions while moving to or out of your house. There may be partially uprooted trees or poles. Yes. 13th one, look out for snake that may have come out of their holes. Yes. With floods water compulsory, sometimes snakes come out of their holes. Yes, so be careful everyone. 14th one, do not enter flood waters. They may be too deep. Yes, do not enter flood water, even though any leakages, and also in sometimes maybe land surface also damages, and it may be make holes. So be careful everyone. As a student group, you can play a very significant role in spreading awareness about the above precautions. Yes, you are the student of 7th class. You know very well these all precautions, you can understand easily. So when like this situation comes, automatically your duty is you have to give awareness to the people on like these situations. For example, floods, otherwise cyclones. Okay, na students? Yes. Next, if you need to evacuate. If you need to evacuate. If you need to evacuate. Evacuate means తరలించడం. Safety place ki తరలించడం. See, if you need to evacuate, what precautions we have to take, what suggestions we have to follow. See, first one, pack clothing, essential medication, valuables like documents, personal papers, etc. in waterproof bags to be taken to the safe shelter also. Yes. Second one, put furniture, clothing, applicants on beds or tables. Yes, important things what are there that you keep on the beds or tables, height places. Next, turn off power. Compulsory, it is essential. Turn off power. Fourth one, whether you leave or stay, put sandbags in the toilet bowls and cover all drain holes. Prevent the sewage backflow. Yes, if we want fill up that with sandbags, automatically this flood water goes into their holes and back inside of that holes what is there that comes back. So compulsory we have to fill that with sandbags. Yes. Sixth one. Fifth one, lock your house and take the recommended or known evacuation routes from your area to the safe shelter. Yes, actually this evacuate means we have to leave this place to go safer place. Why? Because it is a dangerous place when we get cyclones and floods. Then what we have to do, we have to close our house and lock it, and we have to go to safety places with some of which one important for us that we have to take. Then which are important things that we cannot take with us, so we have to keep on beds and height places on tables. Okay, last sixth one, do not get into water of unknown depth and current streams. Yes, do not get into water of unknown depth and currents. Yes, during floods. During floods. During floods, what we do? See, drink boiled water. Compulsory, we have to drink boiled water. Why? Because drinking water may pollute. So, if we drink without boiling, compulsory, we can get diseases. So, before drinking water, that compulsory water can boil. Keep your second one. Keep your food covered and don't eat too much. Yes, our food is, we have to cover with plates and bowls neatly, and we do not eat too much food. Why? Because it cannot digest if we take much food. Third one, use roti, rice water, tender coconut water, etc. during diarrhea. When we get diarrhea like diseases, we have to use only roti, rice water like ganji, and coconut water also. Fourth one, do not let children remain on empty stomach. Yes, compulsory we have to give to children any food item like fruits, otherwise any juices, light food. But if we want to give anything, we keep empty stomach, compulsory they get problems. They may get problems. Next, fifth one, use bleaching powder and lime to disinfect the surroundings. Yes, we have to bleach our surroundings compulsory. Sixth one, avoid entering flood waters. If you have to enter, wear proper protection for your feet, and check the depth and current with a stick. Stay away from water with over knee deep depth. Yes, if we want to go out to the flood water, compulsory we take a stick and we check that. Compulsory we have to use shoes, then we go out of the water into the water. Why? Because in that what is there, we can't get, we can't see. So we take our precautions. Next, we take our protection also. Seventh one, do not eat food that got wet in the flood waters. Yes, which food wet in that water we do not eat. Fresh food only we have to take, then we get healthy. Eighth one, boil tap water before drinking in rural areas. Use halogen tablets to purify water before drinking. Ask village health workers for details. Where we get these halogen tablets means health workers, village health work. We have to ask the health workers, they give us. Next, especially rural area people, tap water also boil compulsory. After boiling tap water only we have to drink. Before the boiling we do not drink because of almost water, polluted water. So compulsory we boil tap water and then we drink. Ninth one, be careful of snakes. Snake bites are common during floods time. Yes, snake bites are common during floods time. So be careful of snakes. See students, I think that you are understanding very well this lesson. You understood very well this lesson. So here is some more keywords. See, first one, rivers and tributaries. First word, rivers and tributaries. Second word, condensation. Second word, condensation. Third word, annual rainfall. Third one, annual rainfall. Fourth one, floodplain. Fourth word, floodplain. So you write, take with the help of this textbook and you write keywords, 1 or 2 sentences in your notebook, neatly and beautiful writing. Everyone should write. Next, you see, improve your learning. Here some of the questions and also 2 tables. First table you see, page number 21. These questions You read questions and get answers from textbook. Otherwise, in material, read everyone and write in your notebook. Next, 7th one, table. There may be streams and rivers flowing near your village or town. Find out about them and fill in the table below. Once again, you listen carefully. There may be a stream and rivers flowing near your village or town. Find out about them and fill in the table below. First of all, number, name, source, which river does it join, which sea does it meet. Okay, students? See some of questions again. After that, one project work. Every lesson 2, I give a project. Compulsory everyone should complete these projects. This project, in this lesson 2, this project you see, observe in your village or locality where the water is being wasted. Furnish the details in a table. Discuss the reasons. Suggest the ways how water can be saved. See, for example, here is a table. Serial numbers. The place where the water is being wasted. Reason. Ways to prevent and save the water. For example, in kitchen, we waste some water because of we clean the utensils. And how to prevent much wasting water and how to save the water. You should write 1 or 2 examples you take. Okay, students? Thank you. We meet the next lesson. Okay, after completing this lesson, everyone should open your term book and final test there. Multiple choice questions are there. Without seeing answers, everyone write answers, complete the test, then you calculate marks. How many marks you will get, you show to your parents, then take your parents' signature. Okay, thank you.